So you're looking to get started with mixing in FL Studio. So in this video, we're gonna talk about how to de-ess vocals in FL Studio. And stick around to the end of the video for a special giveaway. What's poppin', gang? If you're new to the channel and you wanted to learn more about music production, tips, and tutorials, subscribe. I upload every Monday and Wednesday. And hey, if you want a link to download this session right now for FL Studio, a link will be in the description. It just won't have any of the vocals and stuff like that, but just all the effects, so you can get started recording right now. I have other videos on how to mix in FL Studio. I'm going to pretty much put all these videos in a series, like a playlist, and I will put them in order on which I will do first. And this video I will do first. So when you're doing vocals, period, the first thing you want to do is subtract. Before I even start EQing or compressing vocals, I de-ess vocals immediately. In the beginning, you want to take out all the bad frequencies as much as possible, because later on down the line, when you start compressing and EQing, you're basically throwing up just the good vocals and not so much the bad ones. And in this section, we're mixing Zero's vocals. And shout out to Davo. If you want to follow his page on Instagram, go ahead and do so. He pretty much landed this verse from Zero, and on this song that he got, I pretty much mixed the vocals. And if you heard this already on this channel already, you know what this sounds like. But if you haven't already, so here is the session right here pulled up. So this is the de-esser that I use. It is literally called de-esser, and it's super easy to use. I love this de-esser. So basically what I'm trying to do is find frequencies that are annoying. Basically in like the top end, you know what I'm saying? Like the S's. When you say words like sweet and sour sauce, you know what I'm saying? Like in the microphone, it's super S-y, you know what I'm saying? Especially in like power condenser microphones. All those frequencies are gonna jump out like crazy. So you wanna control that as much as possible, so when the listener is listening to the song, they can listen to it for a longer amount of time, because those frequencies aren't piercing their ears. Okay, so here it is right here. So this de-esser is from Waves, it's called, and you can see right here, it's super easy to set up. It might come like this at first. So when you pull this program up, it will probably have these settings, something like this. I always move that to, always move my EQ curve like to here, turn down, and then turn the S chain on, and then you can hear exactly where the frequency that you're affecting is. So let's hear exactly what I'm affecting. All right, so this is the frequency that I'm affecting right here, but I'm gonna move this around so you can see how each frequency sounds and how I found this frequency. So let's just go through. Okay, so pretty much it's just taking out some of that frequency and it's bringing it down, and it's bringing it down. So that's really good. So now I also have another de-esser on here, which is at 8,000 hertz. So let's hear that real quick. See that right there? Like, it just sounded really bad. But I'm gonna just show you right now what it sounded like without any of these de-essers, just so you can hear how bad it sounds when you don't de-ess and you have on all these plugins like EQ and compression and stuff like that. So let's hear that.
Houston, Texas, Mo City, Texas, that's where I'm from. I'm so Pimp C like I dropped an album with Bun. Bitch, I'm so good with my hands.
See, like now in the high end, like around this area, I felt like some of those frequencies were super annoying.
Houston, Texas, Mo City, Texas, that's where I'm from. I'm so Pimp C like I dropped an album with Bun. Bitch, I'm so good with my...
All right, so next, same thing, but in a different frequency, like a little bit higher. I felt up there, it was really bad. So you can hear that real quick. Around there, it just sounded super sharp, and you can kind of hear that a little bit. It just sounds real sharp. And with this threshold, you just, like I said, you're just bringing those frequencies down. At some point, that frequency won't hit this plugin unless you turn the threshold down. so it can catch those frequencies. That's what's going on here. So last, I have another de-esser, and sometimes I do 3, sometimes I just do 2, but if I feel like there's another frequency in there that's just doing it just a little bit too much, you know, I will pretty much take that out. So around here, I found like there was a frequency that didn't sound too good. Let's hear that real quick.
Houston, Texas, Mo City, Texas, that's where I'm from. I'm so Pimp C like I dropped an album with Bun. Bitch, I'm so good with my hands. I don't need no.
So you can kind of tell like that frequency in there will probably be annoying, but we can aim B it right now just to hear like, what am I taking out real quick? Let's hear it.
Mo City, Texas, that's where I'm from. I'm so Pimp C like I dropped an album with Bun. Bitch, I'm so good with my hands, I don't need no gun. Got your daddy like, why you do that to my son? They like, why all y'all...
See, so maybe I could take that up a little bit. Now, honestly, like this whole purpose is just to make the vocals sound controlled as much as possible. You don't want it sounding too out there, too poppy, you know what I'm saying? You don't want it too boomy, you know what I'm saying? You don't want certain frequencies just going too crazy, and it will do that if you don't control those frequencies. I just listened to this verse multiple times over and over. I would just sweep through frequencies sometimes and just try to find something that just shouldn't be there, or something that's just too loud, you know what I'm saying? You don't gotta take away all the bad frequencies, but you can just move some down, you know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much just what I did, because without these de-essers, his vocals didn't sound this good, you know? So now with these de-essers on here, you can probably listen to this a little bit more often, you know what I'm saying, than having the high frequencies punching at your face like that, you know what I'm saying? So let me know what you guys think about this session. And here, down here, you can see other plugins like EQ. If you want to see that video on how to EQ vocals, make sure you hit the card up here at the top, and you'll go to a video on how to EQ vocals in FL Studio. So go ahead and click on that video to check that out. I also have another video. If you want to learn how to compress vocals, go ahead and click the card at the top up here, and you'll be directed to a video that will help you in FL Studio. Question of the day: have you guys figured out how to mix yet? Like, are you still learning how to mix? Is there something about mixing that you don't know yet? You know, are you trying to learn how to do this in a different program? Let me know down in the comments. Let's talk about it. And hey, if you made it this far, I'm giving away 5 copies of Omnisphere, which is a dope program for music creators just like you. I use this program almost every day when I create beats, and I always come up with new stuff and new sounds all the time. I highly feel like you could do the same thing. So to enter this giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and comment down below, what's your favorite album of the year? You know what I'm saying? I'll say right now, probably one of my favorite is probably Lil Uzi's album, you know what I'm saying? Eternal Take, that one was fire, you know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna lie, you know, had a few bangers on there, you know what I'm saying? But let me know what you guys think. And hey, don't ever be too hard on yourself when you make mistakes too as well. Making mistakes can be a good thing, because if you keep making a mistake, you'll learn that that is not the right way to do it. Then you'll have to maneuver and change your ways to make things work, you know what I'm saying? You know, no one's perfect. Everyone makes mistakes, you know what I'm saying? I've made a couple mistakes. Just try not to make the same mistake, you know what I'm saying? Try to learn from what you did in the past, you know? But thank you for watching the video. I hope you guys stay safe. And remember, it's only a matter of time. Peace.